Okay, so let's talk about food dyes. Let's talk about food colors or additives. As we well know, children love this. They're very attracted to colors. And that's what companies use to make lots of money. So that's very inviting. But food dyes have been found recently to cause problems like hyperactivity. If you give your child one of those drinks or cakes or sweets, they get very hyperactive. So scientists have found that, yes, it can lead to hyperactivity. Allergies as well. They get all sorts of allergies with the colorants. So recently, lots of dyes have been banned in the UK, but not so in America. So in America, they're still using some of these dyes which are very dangerous. And some of these dyes have been found to cause cancers. Some dyes, there are different dyes. You've got your yellow 5, yellow 6, red 40. They contain what we call contaminants, which are carcinogenic. Carcinogenic means something that has a risk, that has the likelihood of causing cancer in the body. So there might not be a direct link to causing cancer, but they do contain dangerous compounds. So if your children are eating this all the time, you have to make notes that, they're at risk. Now, I've written caramel E150D, and that brings me to this. Now, this is zero sugar Coke. You'd assume this is healthy because it's zero sugar. But if you look at the ingredients, it actually contains caramel E150D, and caramel E150D has been shown to cause cancers in rats. But scientists argue that you need to drink 1,000 of this to cause cancer in human beings. But if someone is drinking three bottles of this every week, what's that? 3 times 52? That's 150 times 6. So that means in 6 years, if you drink, 3 bottles of this every week, you're at risk of having, possible cancer as well. So I brought this as well. This is peach flavored water. Okay. However, this contains a preservative called sodium benzoate. Now, sodium benzoate is not cancerous, but it has been shown to cause allergies and hyperactivity in children as well. So you give this to your children, they're hyperactive. You know why. You would assume this is healthy because it's clear and it's just a tinge of fruit in it. But it's just to be aware that always read the contents of what you buy. Just have that knowledge. I've put a picture of a Fanta there because in America and in the UK, you would assume that the Fanta is made in the same way. But if you notice in the UK, the Fanta orange has got what we call natural extracts, such as your pumpkin and your carrot extract. But in America, they still use those dangerous dyes that we talk about. Your red 40 and your yellow 6, okay? So in the UK, we're safe. But if you drink that same Fanta in America, you're putting yourself at risk. And that's why a lot of people in America have health problems, okay? Because they're drinking all this stuff. Another example is your Kellogg's, okay? You'd assume Kellogg's is healthy, is that correct? However, if you look, again, that's the American one. You can see the colorings that they use, number 40, number 6, number 1. These contain cancer contaminants, though it's argued that they're the safest out of all the dyes you can use, okay? However, you can say you're putting yourself at risk if you're eating this stuff all the time. Whereas if you look at the UK version, they've got natural colors, your paprikas and your beetroot extract. So that's something to be aware of, when you go to countries abroad, and just be careful what you eat. Always look at the contents, know what's safe, what's natural and what is artificial. Artificial flavorings, artificial colors are very harmful for your body. So that's an example of natural food dyes that you can use, your beef extracts, your beta-carotene, which is from carrots, your turmeric, your paprika, red cabbage, and your grape skin extract. So look for those things when you're buying food.